Welcome to my fast news segment channel. You can view quick news in few minutes. Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy reaffirmed the state government commitment to preserving Telangana culture and heritage. Speaking at the closing ceremony of the Qutub Shahi Heritage Park restoration project on Sunday, Revanth Reddy expressed his delight in participating in the event organized by the Telangana government and the Agha Khan Trust for Culture. Revanth Reddy highlighted Telangana rich history, culture and tradition spanning thousands of years. He noted that the state is home to architecture masterpieces such as Charminar, Golconda Fort, Qutub Shahi Tomb, Thousand Pillar Temple, Ramappa Temple, and Alampur Temple. He emphasized that the Satavahana, Kakatiya, and Qutub Shahi rulers each left unique culture imprints on the region. Qutub Shahi Heritage Park, which includes the seven tombs of the Qutub Shahi dynasty, stand as a testament to architectural excellency. Telangana government dedicated itself to preserving state culture and heritage and proudly showcasing it on the world map. Prince Rahim Aga Khan, Tourism Minister Jubalia Krishna Rao, Hyderabad MP Asaduddin Owaisi, and senior officials from the Department of Tourism also attended the event. Education and Civil Supplies Minister Uttam Kumar Reddy on a Sunday informed that the state government has outlined a comprehensive expenditure plan for the fiscal year 2024-25, focusing on various irrigation projects across the Godavari and Krishna basins. The plan aims to create new irrigation potential and stabilize existing infrastructure to support agricultural productivity in the state. At a meeting here, Uttam Kumar Reddy reviewed the affair of the irrigation department with advisory secretaries and other senior officials of the department. Uttam Kumar Reddy stated that the irrigation sector received a clear focus in the financial budget with a capital investment allocation of Rs 10,820 crores. He also highlighted the potential for flooding in a certain area during the rainy season and the necessary precautions for reservoirs and tanks. He said that the government would create an additional 30 lakhs acres of yakat across Telangana in 5 years. He emphasized committing to starting a new chapter in the state irrigation sector aimed to benefit farmers and public. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy on Sunday claimed that the opposition BRS will draw a blank in upcoming Panchayat election as he appealed to all Congress activities to get ready for polls. He said leaders will take responsibility for the victory of activities in soon to be held election. Addressing a public meeting at Kalvakurti in Nagar Kurnool district after unveiling a statue of former Union Minister S. Jaipal Reddy, Revanth Reddy stated that the agony of BRS leader after losing power is invisible. He said if the opposition has played a constructive role, he could have won a few seats at least in Panchayat election, adding the people will reject the opposition in the Panchayat poll. He noted that senior Congress leader Jaipal Reddy continued in public life till his last breath, whether he was in power or in opposition. Revanth Reddy claimed it was Jaipal Reddy who suggested the closure of door and cut live telecast at the time of adopting a bill for separate Telangana in Lok Sabha. Kashmir has been really under intense heat wave with several places in the valley recording their highest July temperature in 25 years on Sunday. According to meteorological office here, Srinagar city recorded a high of 36.2 degrees Celsius on Sunday. This was the hottest July 9, 1999 when the mercury has settled at 37 degrees Celsius. Hyderabad traffic police caught a total of 298 drunk drivers on Sunday, of whom 70 were sentenced to jail for a period ranging from 2 to 8 days. According to a media release, it also mentioned that drunk driving is an offence under Section 185 of the Motor Vehicle Act, carrying a penalty of Rs 10,000 and or 6 months imprisonment. The Hyderabad Traffic Police in a press release emphasized that alcohol impairs vision and judgment, increases the risk of incidents which can often be fatal. Furthermore, repeat offenders face longer suspension or permanent revocations of their license. The UPSC aspirant died due to flooding of the basement at Rao IAS Coaching Institute in Delhi, Old Rajendra Nagar. The Municipal Corporation of Delhi has sealed the basement of 13 civil service institute. The corporation cracked against properties violating building bylaws has come in response to the harrowing incident that occurred on Saturday evening, triggering massive protest by students in the old Rajendra Nagar area. Tariq Thomas, Additional Commissioner, MCD, said we have started the action since evening. Three basement coaching center running in the basement have been closed and we will take further actions in the coming day. The government has ordered an inquiry. Union Minister for Heavy Industries and Steel H.D. Kumaraswamy, who was admitted to the hospital after suffering a nosebleed early on Sunday, has returned to his residency in JP Nagar after receiving treatment. Into the media, after being discharged from the hospital and returning to his residency, the union minister said, I have undergone heart valve replacement surgery twice and I take a blood thinner medication to prevent clotting. It is common for me to experience nose bleeding when I am under stress and do not get enough rest. The doctor have advised me to reduce my workload. The president has appointed 6 new governors and reshuffled 3 other. An official communication informed on Saturday. Among the changes, Jishnu Dev Verma, who is a former deputy CM of Tripura, has been appointed as the new governor of Telangana. The appointment will take effect from the date of appointees will take discharge. Union Minister of State for Home and Karinagar MP Pandit Sanjay Kumar has promised to convert Hyderabad Bhagyalakshmi temple into a golden temple. On Sunday, criticized the Congress government for allocating rupees 33 crore for Ramzan festivals and only for 5 lakhs for Bonalu celebration for 24 temples in the old city. During his old city tour, Sanjay Kumar demanded rupees 10 crore for the development of Lal Darwaza temple and accused government of bias. He pledged that the BJP would ensure Bonal is a celebrated city-wide and transformation of Bhagyalakshmi temple would be completed. BJP comes to power in the state. Kanwarias was killed and 13 more suffered burn injury after their canter truck came in contact with the overhead electricity wire here in Haryana on Sunday. Police said the victim, all Kanwarias Shiv devotees, were going to Haridwar in Uttarakhand as a part of a Kavar Yatra to collect water from Ganga River. They said the incident happened in the Navada area and they were all admitted to a hospital with burn injuries. Nitin 20, a resident of Tigona, was referred to another hospital where a doctor declared him death, police said. Hyderabad, the traffic police have issued a traffic advisory due to the SDRP Shilpa layout phase 2 flyover construction by the GHMC. The work will be conducted round the clock for 5 days from July 29th to August 2, affecting the route from the ZPHS U-turn towards Gachibowli. The commuters are advised to avoid the stretch between Kottaguda Rolling Hills to Gachibowli Junction during this period. The road between ZP High School and Gachibowli Junction will be reduced by 3 meters, leading to expect traffic congestion. Police further request the general public note the diversion and cooperate with the Hyderabad traffic police. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, wife Sunita Kejriwal, on Sunday urged the people of Haryana to avenge the insult of jailing her husband in a false case by ensuring the party win in the upcoming assembly election. A festive atmosphere prevailed in the old city of Hyderabad on Sunday, the first day of the 2-day Mahankali Bonalu festival. The day began with women in a traditional and festival carrying a bonum and making offers in the day to the deity at the temple. Long queues were seen during the daybreak. All major temples, including Simhavahini, Mahankali Temple, Lal Darwaza, and Akkanna Madanna Temple at Hariboli, and other temples across the old city. Fisherman from Andhra Pradesh, Krishna district, caught a giant fish weighing approximately 1500 kg in the sea of the state coast on Sunday. Fisherman who has ventured into the sea 3 days ago returned at Gilakala Dindi in Machilipatnam of Krishna with the giant fish called Tiku fish by local astronauts to find the bigger catch in their net, and the fisherman sought assistance to bring it out. A crane was called to pull it out. West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee on Sunday hailed shooter Banu Bhaker for winning the country's first medal at the Paris Olympic. Baker won bronze in the 10 mm air pistol event to open India's medal account at the Paris Games. Banerjee said Baker's success was a testament to her hard work and dedication. Congratulations to Banu Bhaker on winning India's first medal at Paris Olympic 2024. Her incredible achievement as the first Indian woman shooter to claim an Olympic medal is a testament to her hard work and dedication. Proud moment for our nation, the CM posted on Twitter. Union Minister Prahalad Joshi criticized Telangana Chief Minister E. Ravindra Reddy for boycotting Niti Aayog Governing Council meeting changed by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in New Delhi. Saturday, July 27, Joshi stated that the Chief Minister should have participated in the meeting to address any issue the state may have with the central government. During a press conference, Joshi emphasized that the recently presented Union budget for the 2024-25 visually prioritized welfare initiatives for the poor, agriculture, manufacturing, youth employment and infrastructure development. Prahalad Joshi dismisses the remark of the Congress and the BRS that the state receive no benefits from the union budget. In a freak incident, a girl was severely injured when her hair got wrapped in a mini Ferris wheel at Taliban Kalapatar on Sunday. The girl, aged around 9 years, had come to a fair at Taliban on Sunday evening. She sat in a Ferris wheel along with other children. While the Ferris ride was operating, the girl hair got wrapped in the Ferris operated manually and the girl got injured. She was rushed to a hospital for treatment, said the Kalapatar Inspector Muhammad Asif. Police registered a case against the operator and took him to custody. Chief Minister Ravindra Reddy on Sunday stated that the state government would waive off the farm loan up to Rs 2 lakhs by August. The announcement came ahead of the local body election in the state. Speaking at a public meeting at Kalvakurthi, Nagakarnola, Telangana CM Reddy said, "We have already waived a farm loan up to Rs 1 lakh. Farm loan up to Rs 1.50 lakhs will be waived by July 31st. A total loan waiver of Rs 2 lakhs will be completed by August." Telangana CM Ravindra Reddy also hit out the BRS and asked the party worker to prepare for local body election to be held this year. GHMC is gearing up to take a field survey in some area from July 30 to implement integrated GIS planning and development of Greater Hyderabad to leverage its citizen-centric service. The service will be taken at Uppal, Hayatnagar, Hydernagar, Kukatpalli, KPHP Colony, Miyapur and Chandanagar area and will be extended to other localities. As a part of the survey, every property and utility in the Greater Hyderabad will be mapped and geo-referenced, ensuring that property information is transparent. The initiative would empower citizens with a clear insight into their property tax obligation and facility online payment. The state government is planning to invite a fresh application for new ration card, overlooking the Prajapalana application submitted earlier. Irrigation and Civil Supply Minister N. Uttam Kumar Reddy announced in the Legislative Council that a separate application would be sought for both new ration card and a new Arogyasri card, which should henceforth be issued separately. Answering a question in the council, Uttam Kumar clarified that the new ration card will be exclusively issued to below poverty line. Congress government is inviting new application from farmers for the Raitu Bima scheme. Who have not applied for the scheme in the past can also apply for the scheme till August 5th, along with those who got Pattedar passport before June 28th. The government is also providing a chance to change the nominee under the scheme if the early nominee is dead. A farmer wanting to change the name of the nominee can do so before July 30. The Telangana State Road Transportation, which has been running special services to the ever-busy IT corridor in the city, is now planning to provide buses to IT firms on monthly rental basis. As apart from a Metro Express, the city ordinary and mini air conditioner buses will be available for rent on a different price range. Telangana Deputy Chief Minister and Finance Minister Mallu Bhatti said that in order to provide relief to the common man from the increased gas cylinder price, his government is giving a subsidy or rupees 500 per gas cylinder under the Mahalakshmi scheme. He said that 39,57,637 families have benefited so far through this scheme. He said that all of them have been provided with a subsidy gas cylinder. He said that the government has already spent 200 crore for this scheme. Meanwhile, Vikramarka Bhatti said that rupees 723 crores are being allotted for subsidized gas cylinder in this budget. With this, the beneficiary of gas cylinders will get the subsidy money without any delay. Telangana gas cylinder users are happy about this. Watch the channel, press the bell icon to get latest notification of news. Like, share and subscribe my channel.